The aquamorph, Homo aquaticus, from Dougal Dixon's 1990 speculative evolution work Man After Man, is an aquatic, future human species bred for a life living and working underwater. The aquamorphs first emerged in the late 22nd century and were designed to be intelligent, highly capable, and sapient. At the point of this new species being brought into existence through sophisticated genetic engineering, humanity had effectively rendered the Earth unlivable. It had become a filthy, polluted hellscape, and so mankind began construction on a gigantic starship that would take a small number of humans on a journey across the stars to their new home. The two main purposes of this species were as follows. 1. To work the great underwater deuterium mills that produced the fuel to power the enormous spacecraft, and 2. To farm the continental shelf to sustain the land dwellers above who were building said spacecraft. Once the starship had left Earth and travelled beyond its orbit, however, this would mark the end of the aquamorph's life as they knew it. This task completed, they would descend back down into the cold depths. Dry land, despite being the birthplace of the aquamorph's ancestors, was to them an alien and hostile environment. Within the pages of Man After Man, we are provided with several illustrations and diagrams of this strange species. Let's examine them now, starting from the top and working our way down. Overall, the Homo aquaticus looks quite human indeed. It has 2 eyes and a wide mouth, but no nose or nostrils can be seen. It has arms and hands which possess 4 fingers and a thumb, all necessary for carrying out important work underwater. Along the chest and torso are gills. Around the waist is a utility belt used during the course of its daily work. The legs look human for the most part, but with the addition of paddles which run from the toes and along the legs up to the knees. The feet are webbed, like that of a frog. The aquamorph has been designed to be as streamlined as possible. It has smooth skin and a layer of insulating blubber. The skull and neck have been shaped and positioned so that they add to the overall streamlining. As this species makes its home under the waves, it does not speak in the way that conventional humans do. Instead, they rely on basic facial expressions as their method of communication. These are rather limited, but they get the job done. When underwater, they chatter away like dolphins. Above the water, the aquamorph's eyes do not function terribly well. This is due to the difference in refractive index between air and water. Because of this, they are unable to focus on anything above the surface. They require the use of specially designed air goggles to do this. What the aquamorph's diet consists of isn't specifically stated within the pages of Man After Man. It can be assumed, however, that it consists of lesser marine life such as fish, eels and crustaceans, much like their land-dwelling ancestors in certain parts of the world. They may also feed on seaweed and algae, which act as a replacement for the vegetation consumed by their Homo sapien cousins. However, given the state of the planet and the ocean by this point in time, it cannot be stated with any certainty which of these food sources are still in existence. Like other types of sea life, the aquamorphs are in possession of special sensory organs that are used to pick up water-borne signals. This species of marine man was sterile and incapable of procreating. As such, after the interstellar project had reached completion, the aquamorphs would go extinct. They would not be the last waterborne future human species to come about, however. Their success as a species would lead their creators to design yet more aquatic humans in the future, who would come to populate all of the world's oceans in the coming millennia.